The other most prominent part is Indian tech workers are generally underpaid. It is very safe to say that there is no law existing in India which can regulate dual employment or moonlight. Salaries of executives and CEOs, there has been a rise of around 80 to 100% per annum. The buzzword in the Indian IT industry, apart from recession and the layoffs that has been going around, is moonlighting. It has recently caught up the wind and it is trending across India. Almost everyone is talking about. And after Wipro did 300 people layoff, I think it's the right time to talk about it. Before we start, what is moonlighting? You have a regular job, 9 to 5. And you take up another job or assignment after your regular time. That is all about moonlighting. Before we go further, let's take a moment to think about the following questions. Is moonlighting legal? Is it ethical? How many people are actually doing it? And is it the future of work? So before we take a deep dive into these questions, let's discuss why the term moonlighting. It's basically you take up another job or assignment after you are done with your regular job in the evening under the moon. So hence the term moonlighting. The question is, why do people actually do it? People are doing it for all sorts of reasons. To name a few, to maximize their talent, to make most of their potential, to add an additional income source, to increase their creativity and to follow their passion. And not only this, the current market structure is designed to complement those requirements that we discussed. We have a lot of job portals which provides opportunity to take another job or assignment as part of either freelancing or any other company. To name a few, we have Fiverr, TopTal, Upwork, Zooble, and many more. Not only that, you get to decide on which type of work you want to take up. You can take up any job related to what you are actually doing in your day job or any hobby project that you want to pursue further. There are jobs available for writing, video editing, graphics designing, and many more. The best part is they don't even require a degree so that you can take up the job. Social media has made moonlighting very easy, and work from home has given people ample time after saving the travel duration in most of the metro cities. The other most prominent part is Indian tech workers are generally underpaid, and we'll discuss more about it in later part of the video. Just to point out, it is not a new thing that is happening in Indian market or Indian society. There has been instances happening from a very long time. We had school teachers and college professors who take up private tutoring after their regular day job. Same thing happens for doctors. They have their own private practice apart from the job that they do. All the CEOs and top executives work as part of consultant for the other enterprises which they work on. This is a common practice outside India. As per the report of 2015, approximately 7.5 million people in US have already been working as second job. That is almost 5% of their workforce. And in pandemic, that number went even more up. So what is this debate all about? It all got started when a tech employee was caught in Bangalore who was working not in 2 or 3 but 7 jobs simultaneously. Now that's not what anyone would have thought while doing moonlight. And the debate has been going on for a very long time. So the people who are against this give the following reasons: that it can lead to conflict of interest what they do in their day job and as part of the second job that they take up. They can misuse the company resources. They can even cause breach of confidentiality. This could also lead to absenteeism, fatigue, and burnout. But the question arises, if I can do it, why shouldn't I? And if it is not getting in way of my primary job, no one should even talk about that. But before we go further, what does the law says about it? Moonlighting is a new trend, and politicians have not even wrapped their head around the IT tech industries. Then you can forget about those people creating laws about moonlight. The Indian law forbids dual employment as part of the Factories Act of 1948. Yeah, that's ancient. And it only regulated the factory laborers. It does not has any grounds for the Indian tech workers. So it is very safe to say that there is no law existing in India which can regulate dual employment or moonlight. But there is one aspect which you need to think before you start doing that. You should go through your job contract which holds its ground even in court. If your job contract has the below 2 criteria, then you should think about doing moonlighting. The first one is it binds you to do a single employment, and the second is the clause of non-compete. But my question here is, why is the company reacting if a marketing professional is working as a DJ in their after time, or if an IT manager is working as a financial influencer after their office hours? It shouldn't even matter. Now, the most important thing, what about ethics? So let's talk about ethics. It should be okay for any company to restrict their employees from using their company resources and to stop them from doing moonlighting if it conflicts their interest. That means they are doing the same thing in their day job and repeating the same task in their other job. So basically, if you are a marketing executive in a delivery platform like Swiggy, you should not be allowed to take another job of the similar role in another delivery platform like Zomato. But if the person is doing a different set of job, it should not be restricted. And just to come across these things, the company should create their own rules and regulations, and those should be feasible so that it's beneficial for both the employers and the employees. So in ethics, if you go and listen around or read about it, most of the people, or rather say everyone, is talking about the ethics of an employee. What about the ethics of an employer? Has anyone even thought about that? Just to make the point clear, the chairman of Wipro directly pointed out that moonlighting is straight cheating. There was an open interview of another tech giant, TCS, where its CEO stated that moonlighting is not even ethical. People should stop doing it, and he indirectly pointed out that there are another pool of resources available. If you don't do it, the other person will be doing it. But no one ever thought to discuss why actually it came on rise in India. Before we discuss this in depth, let's think about it. Getting a job in TCS and Infosys was considered a dream job in 2003 and 2004. The reason being the annual package of a fresher was around 3 lakhs per annum. Now, in the same scenario, getting a job in TCS is only feasible for those who are not able to get or secure any other job. The reason being the same. The annual package is still 3 lakhs per annum. Don't you think it feels like the earlier British age Jamindari system, where you worked for the same wages and your son after 20 years is going to take up the job with the same wage? It has not even increased a bit. And if you think about the salaries of executives and CEOs, there has been a rise of around 80 to 100% per annum. That's per annum. And the salary of a fresher has not even risen a penny in 20 years. Just to point out, this is not only the issue coming from the employer side, but the government has kept their blind eye on this topic. In early 2000, when IT industry was expanding in India, the government allowed them to proceed however they found it fit so that there can be an IT revolution in India. But the revolution has gone for more than 20 years. Now it's the right time for the government to step in, make proper rules so that the employer cannot oppress their employees by taking extended work hours and pay very less salary. It's time for the labor union to be set up for the IT industries, because the workforce is very huge and people are getting burned out and low wage throughout the industry. That's all from my end for the topic of moonlighting. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the content, please like and share with your friends so that everyone is aware of such important things. Please subscribe, because the next video which I'll be posting will be how to become financial independence and retire at the age of 40. Thank you for watching till the end. If you want to know more about quiet quitting, you can click on the video next. And if you want to know why you should invest in Bitcoin, please click on the video of my suggestion. Thank you.